Yes, guys, you know what time it is. It's your boy David at the Irish Hotspur, Ireland's #1 Spurs fan, bringing you the preview and everything else you need to know for tomorrow's mammoth Premier League fixture, Newcastle v Tottenham. And previewing this one, I'm joined by Bobby Singh, aka Bobspur TV, and my mate Sean. And lads, how are you keeping? How are you keeping, Bobby?
All good, mate. Plodding along. Looking forward to tomorrow's game tenfold now since the Chelsea debacle. So yeah, bring it on. Big up, Big Sam.
Yeah, 100%. Look, Chelsea losing today 5-2 to West Brom. It's absolutely brilliant. Thank you, Sam Allardyce. And we already have 36 eager beavers straight from the off watching, which is absolutely brilliant. Sean, how are you keeping, my lad?
Superman. You know, today was a bit of a down day. I was feeling a bit down the dumps. Then seeing that result come in today and just lifted me right up. I'm ready to go. I'm absolutely buzzing now. Can't wait.
Good. That's what we want, lad. Look, there's no need to feel down, lad. All you have to do is ring me. You know that, man. But look, let's go through a few formalities. First of all, make sure you smash that like button. And if you're new, make sure you smash that subscribe button. I also want to keep my deal with the channel members, so let's give them the shout out. Arthur Everett, Adam Fox, Spartan7 Gaming, Jordan Stevens, Elliot Walsh, Wayne Bonner, Matthew Collins, Will Stewart, THFC Rants, Brian Daigle, Wayne Winter, Joe Grimes, Premier Hotspur TV, Fuller Faladin, Danny Kiriakou, Dolphins Cry, Nathan Callow, Kieran MacDonald, Celery Agent, Bobspur TV, The BG, TJ Lewis, Kev Williams, Rob C, John McCauley, Craig UK, Jack Kaniki, and James Watson. And if you guys want to be in that special elite group of Harris Army members, make sure you grab a membership, which it is in the description below, the link for it as well. And there's also, it's in the chat here as well. And last of all but not least, make sure you get your super chats in. They really do help the channel grow. And when the chat is flying, it does guarantee we stop exactly what we're talking about and, discuss your super chat. And before we get into it, lads, before I tell you everything you need to know, I do want to welcome a few people to the building. So we have Slushy Deluxe, Killian Kenny, Lily White Lane, who will be joining us. Everything Football, big up, Fen. Mr. K, The Smasher, big up The Smasher. Wayne Bonner, big up Wayne Bonner. Brian Daigle, and Wayne Bonner actually is just saying Chelsea and Leicester results went in our favour 100%. Big up Brian Daigle, by the way. Big up my man. Before ye on last night, the ball squad, that's what I call ye. You look like the poster boy for Daniel Levy, the Daniel Levy fan club. It was so funny. Dark Sun G21, big up. Cody Mack, welcome Cody Mack, big up. Who else have we got here? Of course, you have me, the Irish Hotspur, telling you know what to do. Smash that like, smash that subscribe. We have Pete from the lane. There's the one again, me with the super chats. There's the link for the channel members if you want to join that elite group. Let's welcome Dan N. Big up, Dan N. He says, always great to see the scum lose. 100% it is, my man. Yeah, you know the real deal. Big up to Kippel. Big up Jordo Stevens as well. Big up. I hope I haven't missed anybody here. And Anthony Gray. Big up Anthony Gray. Neil Williams. ATX7 Gaming. We have MS. We have William McKenzie. We have Sue Smith. Big up Sue Smith. We have Will Stewart. Big up Will Stewart. Absolute legend. Everyone, you know exactly who Will is. He's becoming a channel favourite. Big up Eamon Burns as well. Big up. So I think we have everybody here. Will Stewart, did you have a chance to watch the edit at Brian Daigle? It's possible it may go viral. I'll have a look at that as soon as I'm finished, Will. You know, with Brian, there's every chance of it. It definitely could go viral. Lad, let's get straight into the preview. Let's get in why we're here. So everything you need to know. The game is away at St. James's Park. Kickoff is at 2:05 p.m. You can watch the game on Sky Sports. But if you're sick of Sky Sports and them rolling out the anti-Spurs, the anti-Harry Kane pundits, you know what I mean, get over to Matt Hayes Watch Along. We'll be going live at 10:01, 15 minutes before team comes out. So on the hour when the team comes out, you'll get it live on the Matt Hayes Watch Along. Tune in. It's absolutely great. You have myself, Matty, and Marcelo, the three amigos, are back tomorrow. And, of course, the referee for tomorrow's game is Craig Pawson. But look, lads, I want to get straight into a bit of team news. Doherty is ruled out after picking up a muscular injury during the 1-0 defeat against Luxembourg, playing for the Republic of Ireland. Ben Davies is also out, having played through the Villa game with an injury. Lamela is back after suspension. Son is back from his hamstring injury. Reguilon is back, picking up a knock to his foot versus in the game against Villa, so he's back. But lads, Bobby, I'm going to start with you. How much of it is a boost is it to have Son back? And with Son back, more importantly, who misses out, Lo Celso or Vinicius?
Yeah, I think obviously Sonny coming back is a massive boost. You know, him and Kane they've broken all records, haven't they? So unfortunately, I think it will be Vinny. There is a part of me that really hope that we could start with the same 11 that we did against Villa, purely for consistency basis. But obviously, with Davis out, that's not going to happen anyway. But yes, Sonny, you can't drop Lucas. So Sonny will play, and you can't drop Sonny. So it'll be Sonny and Kane, and unfortunately, Vinny will have to move out. Although he had a fantastic game against Villa.
Yeah, no, look, I agree with you. For me, it will be Vinicius that drops out. I think Vinicius played and Kane was dropped deep to kind of be the architect, be the creator, which Son is a lot of the times. So, I do think, it is fair that Vinicius misses out. I don't think he had that good of a game, to keep his place now that Son is back. But Sean, what do you think?
Yeah, look here. Let's just be brutally honest. Vinicius, he's just a backup player. When you've got your main crew in, he's just straight out. There's no matter what type of run of form he's in, you can't leave Sonny on the bench. Sorry, kid. It's just a brutal game. That's the way it is, and that's the way it is for me. He has to be benched tomorrow.
Yeah, no, 100%. Jordan Stevens says Davies and Doherty out. That's a win for us. Then, lol. No, look, 100%. That's what I kind of thought when I seen it, lad. You know what I mean? Big up the smasher as well. But lads, so look, how important is it to have Reguilon back? Not only for his defensive side of the game, but his attacking side of the game, especially against the low sitting Newcastle tomorrow. They're just going to sit in and try and take the ball off us and counter. But with Reguilon going forward, being able to whip them balls into Harry Kane, he also, when the ball's over the other side, I've seen him get in the box countless times this season and try and get the end of things. So how important is he going to be, Bob?
Yeah, definitely. He's easily our best left back at the club. For me, he's up there as the best left back in the Premier League. For me, I know you're going to touch on right back later on, but if we play it, I really hope we plays Tanganga because he'll just tuck in, make it a bit more of a solid back three, although they still play 4-4-2 or 4-3-3. But Reguilon brings so much more. And at times when Sonny's been out, he's been our best attacking force down the left. So, Reguilon's a star in the way he plays, what he brings to the team. And like you say, mate, attacking wise, he brings so much as well. His crosses for Kane are second to none now, are they?
No, they are. It's a beautiful sight when you see him whipping one in, and you look at Harry Kane. His hair is perfect, not a hair out of place. You just see him get on the end of one, nothing better. But Sean, how important is Reguilon? Because you've seen Ben Davies. Look, he gets spun time and time again. He's always so far tucked inside. With Reguilon tomorrow, he's just that you can rely on him defensively. It's a massive plus.
Look, here, I completely agree with you, Dave. That's why I've been calling Davies Dizzy Davies. He's just like you're saying, he's spinning around. He hasn't got a clue what's going on there half the time, and it just
around.
You spin me right round, Davies, right round. Yeah,
I can't think of any.
That's a show we can do. We can make a Ben Davies song album. We can make a Ben Davies album.
Yeah. Look, he having Reguilon in there just breeds a different sort of confidence into the back line and into the forwards as well, because they know, you've got somebody solid back there. You got somebody that's going to be as well supporting you in the attack. He just breeds in this air of confidence, and everybody's looking to give him the ball for the chances that he can create going forward as well. So, it gives a different dynamic to our attack when we have Reguilon in there as compared to Davies. For me, he's just solid. He has to be there all day, every day, and it's so easy to rely on him. He's just been so consistent for us, and it's great to see him back.
And him and Sonny have got a really good relationship as well, haven't they? They connect really well, and they know how to play off each other. So that, and with Sonny coming back, it goes without saying, it's going to be important as well.
I think
it will.
It'll help Son settle back in. I think to know that he's coming back in with Reguilon. If Son was coming back in with Davies, I think you could have Son under too much pressure, and it could end up wearing him out quicker, and you're not going to get anything out of him.
100%. No, 100%. Look, I have a couple of super chats to get to, but first, lads, where else would you get words like dynamic, relationship, stuff like that in punditry? Only on the Irish Hotspur. This is why this channel is becoming one of the greatest. Superb punditry from the two lads there, I have to say. Stephen Delaney says, new subscriber, come on, you Spurs. Big up, Stephen Delaney. You won't regret it, my man. Trust me. I bet you're already having the most fun you had all week, lad. Wayne Bonner. He says fullbacks are important tomorrow. Who do you want to see right side of attack? Wayne, you've read my mind. You have read my mind, my man. I'm going to get on to that now. That was my next question. Look, Lamela is back from suspension, lads. So, that kind of throws that position up out there on the right. For me, you have three players going for it. You have Gareth Bale, of course. You have Lamela, who's back now. Or what Benji was saying last night, his brother seems to he seems to think Lo Celso's in for a show. So, lads, let's answer Wayne's question. Who do you think is going to be playing on the right-hand side?
It's probably the hardest one to predict, isn't it? I mean, you've got to remember Bergwijn as well. Let's not forget, at the beginning of the season, Bergwijn was our first choice right-hand side attacker. And that was purely because of the workload he used to go through, and he used to help out Doherty so many times, and him and Aurier had a bit of a good relationship as well. There's a part of me that just wants Bale to go out, Jose to go up to Bale and say, right, you've said what you've said in the media. Some fans, some fickle fans, have got a bit of a problem with what you said. You've played okay in midweek. Go out there and show what you're made of. There is a part of me that really hopes Bale comes out and he puts on the performance that we know he's capable of, and that we need. And let's be honest, against Newcastle, who are going to be, like you say, low block, he won't have to track back that many times.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any of that running up and down the flank. So for me,
that actually brings me on to something I am going to talk about later. But just bear in mind, I think Saint Maximin might be playing that side.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, in that case, you need legs, don't you? And for me, I'm not a Lamela fan. For me, it'll come down to Lo Celso or even. Don't be surprised if you see Bergwijn for some reason. Don't know why. I've got an inkling, but don't be surprised if we see Bergwijn. But still, Bale would be my first choice, especially if we play Tanganga at right back.
Yeah. No, look, to me, I agree with you also. I want Bale purely because, look, he can cross with the outside of his boot. He can take a shot. He can play with the inside of the boot. He can smash one. And, he's very clever. We need his, we need his passing range. We need that's what we need, especially against a low block team. Gareth Bale can pick the ball up. I can guarantee you, I have visions now. Gareth Bale picks the ball up. He plays a lovely inside of the boot pass right over the back of the Newcastle defence, and Son just comes on and taps one home. I have visions, so I agree with you, Bob. I want Gareth Bale as well on that basis. Look, I do get with St. Maximin, but you can easily just say to Højbjerg, you sit every time he gets the ball, double up with the right back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sean, who do you want?
Well, for me, I think it's key who is going to be sitting in at right back. Like for me personally, I hope it is Tanganga that's there. Yeah. And like if St. Maximin's out that way, I have a feeling that Mourinho is going to start with Lamela. That's me. Look, I think Lamela's a better impact sub than he is.
You're going to hang your Will Stewart now, lad.
So, when I get the super chats in, lad, we have to get you up here so we can read out your comments. No, look, I do. I think he's just going to go with Lamela, and like that, I think it's going to be a case of bring Lamela on and let him hit the ground running, get a good 50, 60 minutes into him, and then I think like that, it'll be a sub in for Bale, try and get a goal, nick one, because like that, Newcastle sit back an awful lot. So I think it's going to be wear them down, hold them off, and then bring on Bale. And like what Dave was saying, I could see that vision as well. Bale, a little cut back in, ping the ball across the box and Sonny in. what a way to come back. I can see it.
Yeah.
I have visions as well, man. I have visions as well.
No, 100%, lad. There you are, Wayne Bonner. I hope you got, you definitely got your fivers worth there. I have to say, my man, 100% detailed analysis. Big up Wayne Bonner for the super chat. My guy, my G, a true general of the Harris Army. We also have Dark Song G21. He says, I don't remember, but I think we didn't have Reggie when we played Newcastle at home. So I feel that we would play much better than last time. Did we sign? I think we might have actually signed him after, to be honest. Well, any offhand, lads?
No,
I don't know.
No, I think
you know what? We're going to trust Dark. We're going to trust the guy.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to say he's right. I think he could be right because it was a game. Was that the second game of the season? Was that the game straight after the Everton game?
No, it was second. It was a second home game of the season, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm just going to go with Dark.
We didn't have him. We didn't have Reguilon. We had Davies in that day.
Right.
Okay, grand. Brilliant. Perfect. So no, absolutely agree with you. Sorry.
To be fair, we couldn't have played any better that day against Newcastle. We battered them, didn't we?
It was just about taking our chances that day.
That's it.
But he has a fair point here. Especially with Newcastle now, with the balls coming in and everything else, Reggie is going to be an absolute huge plus. Big up Dark Song G21 as well.
Yes.
Let's just get a couple more comments here before we go on to a bit of the Newcastle team news and that, lads. Give me 1 second. It's after skipping like mad here, lads. Don't know what's going on. Yeah, so big up Spurs Debate. Big up Josh as well.
Yes,
big the lads. Great show. Everyone get over, check out Spurs Debate. Get over, check out Josh's channel. The guy does 3-4 hour long debates. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. Big up Josh. We have Sean Hurley says we've both been on this situation several times this season. Let's not bollocks this up again. A Wolves win on Monday would be good too. 100%, my man, 100%. We have Brian just giving Josh the shout out. Eamon Burns, he says we can't make another mistake by not signing Sabitzer. We keep doing this year in, year out, pay whatever it is and not leave it in limbo for another club to come and snag him up. No, that's a fair comment, my man. Bobby, everywhere I see David, I hit the like and subscribe for Spurs for life. Big up. That's absolutely brilliant. That's what I want to see. That's the dedication of this army. That's one of the benefits. We're all loyal to each other. Guys, do you worry their keeper having another man the match display and the nice win? I'll be honest, if that happens, I'm questioning our finishing. I'm going to be so pissed off. Not every time when we fail to win a game, the keeper is pulling out worldies. Like, I'm going to start questioning our finishing and that if that happens. We also have John Cooper in the building. Big up, John. He says, who says, look more, David or Sim? Look, John. It doesn't matter. It's a part of my twang. And, if I took that out of my vocabulary, lad, I wouldn't have the same flow. But you know what? Fair point, but I'm not rectifying it. We have Neil Williams. He says, play Sirkin against Newcastle. Fair point, but if Reguilon's fit, surely he plays. You have to win every game. You can't be taking the risk. Mr. K says, Hammers are rubbing their hands, thinking of third. What a season it's been. Nah, look, West Ham, they're definitely not getting third. I can tell you that now. They're definitely tailing off. Just trust me. Bergwijn has been a bit of a flop, to be honest. Fair point, Jordan Stevens. I'd fully echo that. We have Roy Borchard. Welcome. He says, have we timed our top four to perfection? Sonny hat-trick incoming. I hope so, and I'd love a Sonny hat-trick. Look, if we put two past Newcastle tomorrow, the game's over. And we have Wayne Bonner with another super chat here. Big up, Wayne. He says, like to see Bale, but I think he'll go Bergwijn. Yeah. You're trusting Bobby's intuition there. Fair play. We have another super chat from Wayne Bonner as well. Big up, Wayne. He says, I think Newcastle was fourth game of the season.
Yeah, it was a second game.
I think you're correct.
That finished 1-1 as well, did it?
Yeah,
that was the one where I broke my heart. That really pissed me off. You know what I mean? They got that VAR decision, and then everyone was on my case, and it really ground my gears. And big up Terry Bishop as well. He says, yo, Irish Hotspur, how you? We win 3-0 tomorrow. Terry, I'm all good, my man. I hope you're keeping well. And yeah, look, I'm feeling confident as well. And MS Irish Hotspur, please go with the lads tomorrow to St. James's Park and G up the players. You'll get them fired up. Look, if you want me to be able to get the lads fired up, what you need to do is everyone get on Twitter at Spurs Official. Send them a link of me. Tell them this guy is the guy you need them to motivate up. I'm sure they can zoom me in, whatever else. Don't worry, I'll have a word with Harry and Son and Reggie, and I'll even have a little word in Jose's ear as well. It could happen. It won't happen without you guys putting the pressure on. So go out there and do it. But lads, we're going to get into a bit of the Newcastle team news here. So look, Dubravka, there was doubts about him. He did fall ill on international duty, but I believe he's back. Isaac Hayden is also out. Which is actually a huge loss for Newcastle, because a lot of them say he is their best centre midfielder. There's also been a lot of noise made around Callum Wilson and St. Maximin returning, which is a huge plus for them, because in fairness, they were both missing in their 3-0 defeat to Brighton. And Wilson being their top scorer, St. Maximin probably being their best player. But lads, how crucial will St. Maximin and Callum Wilson be back for them tomorrow? It probably will give them that bit of confidence to kind of venture that bit further forward, maybe.
Is Wilson back tomorrow then, did you say, Dave? Or is he still injured?
Look, I've read reports that he's not back, but I've been speaking to a couple of Newcastle fans, one of them a YouTuber as well, and they all seem to think that Wilson will play tomorrow, and he's probably going to play. They think the doubt might be St. Maximin, who might be on the bench, but they do believe Callum Wilson will start. So it's a bit up in the air. That's why I said making noise, because I wasn't sure.
See, Wilson was one of those players that when we were looking for a striker, I would have taken him in a heartbeat. And I do believe he would have come in and played that Vinicius role. Personally, he might have got a few more minutes as a standby for Kane. I reckon he would have played a few more Premier League games. Maximum, good player, but he's not really lit up the Premier League this season. I'm probably tempting fate. He'll probably score a few goals tomorrow. But no, for me, he is easily their best player, but I don't think he's shown it that many times this season, like of any of the Newcastle players. But Hayden for me is a bigger miss for them, because he's gone up a game, and another player who, if Newcastle did go down, I think there'll be Premier League clubs snatching him up.
Yes,
so trying to go for him. But Wilson, if he doesn't play, that's a big loss, because I do rate him. Maximum, he's just come back from injury, and like I say, he's been very inconsistent, so not so much. But Wilson's a biggie for me.
Yeah, no, look, he's their top goal scorer, and in fairness, the guy does know where the goals is. Yeah. You know what I mean? You give him a sniff, he will take the opportunity. So if he is back, we need to marshal him well. But Sean, Jordan Stevens says here, St. Maximin is a baller. Would happily see him in a Spurs shirt. But how important is he going to be, and how important is it to double up on him? Because according to a lot of Newcastle fans, he'll skin anybody 1-on-1 in the Premier League. So we do need to double up on him. But how important is he going to be to stifle if he does play? Stifle, not a great word, by the way.
You're coming out with the words today, mate.
Tell you, lads.
Dictionary out today, now the old dictionary's out today.
No, lad. I tell you quickly, what it is I went out to the Curragh today. I started the rebuild of the Irish Hotspur today. I got my first 6K in. You know what I mean? And lads, lad. So the fresh air and everything else, it's cleared the brain, lad. So the words are coming back. It's like I'm in school again. But sorry, go on.
Oh no! Well, here, man, big up, fair play, because it's not easy to get out there and do shit, but especially in times like this. So keep up the good work, man. Well done. Keep up the good work. Look here, I think he's going to be key, man. He's going to be key, and like that, if you shut him out early, put in 2 or 3 early tackles on him, throw him off the game like that. If he is starting, if he is coming on, whatever, just hit him early, let him in. He's only coming back from injury. That's what you want to do. You want to kick the absolute legs out from underneath this guy and make sure, no matter what, he is not going to get by you. If he does get by you, you kick him on the way of passing. He's not going to come past you the second time.
Yeah.
Not if you kick him hard enough, lad. That's the truth. That's what we thought growing up.
That's it, yeah. Plenty of bruised bones on the shins and everything from all our footballing days.
Oh, stop. No, 100%. No, look, I agree with you. The first time he goes by you and does a little bit of skill, You know, don't let it happen. Just absolutely take him out, take the yellow. I guarantee you hit him hard enough, he won't want to do it a second time, and he'll definitely think twice about it. But before we welcome Don Robbie into the stream, I just want another super chat here from Dark Sun G21. Big up, my man. It must be payday for you, my guy. Absolute legend. He says Wilson only chooses relegation teams from Bournemouth to Newcastle. It's starting to look like that. So Spurs go put in a bid for one. I'm like, no, do it. You know, I would actually like Callum at Tottenham. And Wayne Bonner here says as well. He says, "What are your thoughts on links to Atletico?" Look, being honest, Wayne, I'll take him there. I actually want to be there because I want to make sure he gets on the plane, he gets straight to Atletico, he doesn't get lost, or he doesn't have time to think twice, you know, just big him up. Oh no, Simeone, he loves you, he's so defensive, you're going to be so good at Atletico, you know what I mean? So you're going to be perfect there. Let me bring him to the airport, escort him on the flight straight to Atletico. You know, I'll be the man in Daniel's ear for Brian Daigle. But quickly, big up Lily White Lane. Don Robbie's in the building. How are you, my man?
Yeah, all good. Not too bad. It's an absolute pleasure to be on the show, I say, David. And yeah. How are you all doing?
Yeah, we're all good, lad.
Good, mate. Good.
We're all good.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Yeah, it's brilliant to be back on the channel again. It's absolutely fantastic, I say.
No, it's good to have you back, man. Just in time. But lads, I'm going to let you all have your thoughts on this as well. What do you think of Harry Stinks with the links to Atletico?
How much do you reckon he'll go for?
With you, Bob.
Yeah, how much do you reckon he'll go for? If it's all true.
I don't care, lad. I don't care.
But realistically, do you reckon we'll bring in about 15, 20 for him?
Look, they paid 20 million for Trippier, so I definitely think you probably get 20 million for Winksy, 15, 20 million. I think you'd be bang on the money there.
Don't be surprised if he's going for 20 million plus. I think his game probably suits the Spanish league a bit more, and he'll fit into a Simeone team like anything, because all he'll have to do is pass sideways.
Yeah, no, he'd be like a Messi out in Spain.
That's it, mate. Too right. They'll have a statue ready for him after 2 seasons. So yeah, good move for him. You know, Ende is a Spurs through and through. Is our graduate. So I don't want him at our club, but I don't want him to trickle away into the abyss as well. So no. I hope it goes to Atletico, and I hope it works out for him for his sake. But yeah, can't wait to see the back of him.
Oh, I'm the same. I'm the same, honestly. Anyone that got a Harry Winks shirt with the number on the back, they've been absolutely robbed. Absolutely robbed. I'm not messing. Absolutely robbed. Sean, what do you think on the links?
Yeah, look, with the Winksy on the back of the shirt, man, I'm sure they were giving out some sort of fundraisers or something. Like, it must have been a grant for it or something just to get the shirts out of there. I'd say the boys didn't even want to be selling them from the shop at that stage. Yeah, look, I think let him off, man. You know how I feel about Winksy. I'm happy to see him go. I'll even wave him goodbye. No problem. See you later. I'll pat his back on the way. You can go, bud. No problem. Look, no hard feelings. Off you go. Yeah, look, I think the figure of about 15 to 20 million is fair for him. I do have a feeling, though, we'll probably get a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think probably maybe about 25 million, I'd say. Yeah. Just because he's a midfielder. Like, defenders aren't really rated as much. We did do well when we got Trippier, so I do think we might get a little bit more for him. He still has a bit of youth in him as well, so I think that it'll be a sound investment for Atletico. So, but if he does go, I mean, all credit to him. Take it and head off here. Okay. We don't need you here anymore at this stage.
Yeah, 100%. And Don Rob?
Look, I remember a few years ago when everyone was talking about him like he's the new Maradona. I remember, I even jumped on that bandwagon. I thought it was going to be the next big thing. He was putting in impressive performances, and it's sad the way it's gone. But let's be 100% honest here. He's not good enough, in my opinion. He hasn't been good enough for the club. And if we can get more than 15 million, without a doubt, let him go to Atletico Madrid. Hopefully, Daniel Levy and the board don't pull out what they love to do and basically say, no, this is our player, we're keeping him at Tottenham Hotspur. But as I say, 15 to 20 million, just accept that deal. You got some money that you can invest on other players, especially in the market right now during this pandemic where you have to sell to buy. So in my opinion, sell him off for about 15 to 20 million. Anything less than that, I'm willing to put it down to 10 million if I'm being 100% honest. Just if we can get a good amount of money from him, then just let him go. And especially in the Spanish League, La Liga, I think he'd excel in a Simeone team. So yeah, hopefully if he does leave, he can actually go out there and be a decent player over in Spain. Obviously, I don't want him to turn out to be one of the best things ever, like many of our past players have. But as I say, all the best to him if he does go. He's not a player that I hold a grudge against. He's just one of those players, in my opinion, who hasn't done enough.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, though,
100%.
Dave, if we get 15, 20 million for him, or 15 million for him, we'll only see about £3.45 of it going towards the team. The rest will go into leave his pocket. So hence the reason why I want more for him.
100%, lad. 100%. It'd probably be less than that, lad. Quick question here from Cody Mack here, lads. I have to take an annual question from Cody. He says, tough question for the panel, but who would you start at right wing and right back for the cup final? Because I think tomorrow's lineup depends a bit on that, despite being 3 weeks away. Lads, we'll just give the two names because I do have a couple of super chats I have to get to there. So we'll start with you, Bob.
Right back for me has to be Tanganga, and right wing for me against Man City, we need a bit more legs. So for me, Lamela or Bergwijn.
Mitch?
Yeah, right back, I have a feeling it'll be Aurier. I would like to see Tanganga there, but I just think just for his strength and his abilities, I think he's just going to go with Aurier. And then again, for his experience, I'd say he'd go Bale at right wing.
Robbie?
I'd go Tanganga and Bale. I think Tanganga's brilliant in that right back position, and Bale for me, all he needs to do is bring up a magical moment, especially in a cup final. So those are my two.
Do you know what? I think Jose will start Lamela. That's just my opinion. And at right back, I'm going to go Serge Aurier. But that's a discussion for another day, lads. Yeah. Wayne Bonner, he says, I definitely fly winks there, lad. 100%. I agree with you, man. I would too, man. We have Jordan Stevens. He says, Winks suits La Liga. Slow and play down. 100%, Jordan. Fully agree with you, lad. Big up Wayne and Jordan for the super chats. We also have Wayne Bonner. He says Sean is quality. He's absolutely loving Sean, so he is. Big fan of Sean there. We have Emily Dunn as well. She says, "Come on, you Spurs, support and hashtag the Harris Army." And of course, lads, if you're when the chat is flying like it is now, your super chats guaranteed to be get read out if you desperately want your comment read out. Every little helps the Harris Army, even the old €2 chats or whatever it is. Get them in and start and support the Harris Army like you are already doing. I think that's all the super chats there, lads. Just give me 1 second. Make sure I haven't missed anything. The chat is absolutely hopping. No, I haven't. So, lads, we'll get on to the next part. So, look, I'm just going to call out the league table as it stands right now. We have we've played 29 games. We've won 14, drawn 6, lost 9. We're on 48 points. Newcastle, they've played 29, won 7, drawn 7, lost 15, and they're on 28 points. Lads, Spurs are 3 points off top 4. And Chelsea lost 5-2 today to West Brom. I don't know how that happens. Look, Leicester also lost to Man City today, which, like I predicted when I done my show the other day with the top 4, which Sean and Will Stewart are on, which has been brilliant as well. So if we win that, then we're only a couple of points behind Leicester. So look, top 4 is well and truly on, lads. And with a win, tomorrow, it takes us right in the mix. It puts us right there. It's in our hands. But the only thing is, when results have gone in our favour so far this season, we failed to capitalise. The pressure has got to us. Do you think we can capitalise on that tomorrow, Bob?
Yeah, I mean, you've got to look at it as well, Dave. If Wolves do their business against West Ham, it is literally in our hands. And we've got to remember West Ham, we've got playing a lot of the teams around that going for 4th in the remaining games as well. And Chelsea got a few hard games. We've got 8 games remaining after tomorrow, and 3 of them are away from home.
West Ham, sorry, Bob, just quickly. West Ham still have Leicester, Chelsea to play, Everton to play. So, they've Wolves away, Burnley away, Brighton away. They don't have easy games like you were saying.
That's it. And like I say, the biggest thing for me is because they're going to West Ham and another going for the top 4 are going to drop points. Then one or the other team will. And like I say, if Wolves do the job, it's in our hands. Simple as that. And 3 of our last 8 games are away: Everton, Sheffield United, and Leicester. So and Leicester one's going to be the biggie. But I didn't see much from Leicester today, mate. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
And Chelsea got found out, and it wasn't a fluke result. West Brom didn't go there and just get a fluky.
I'd say
5-2.
Rory
Mate,
Jennings is having an absolute
honestly.
canary tonight.
Oh, it's brilliant. It was Big Sam's always had a soft spot for Jose, hasn't he? And vice versa. They've got on since Soccer Aid or something. So there'll be a few nice texts going Sam's way today from Jose. But it wasn't a performance from West Brom where they got away with it or they got 5 lucky goals. Mate, they really took advantage of that extra man, and good on them. And Chelsea did have an answer. Yeah,
no, 100%. I fully agree with you. And before we ask the rest of the lads as well, we have a couple of super chats here. But before we do get to them, Holly Agambar, lads, she is so close to the 1,000. So close. I've been waiting for Holly to come in.
Come on, Holly.
People, get over. Of course, when the stream's finished, get over there, smash and subscribe on the channel, and let's show people the real power of the Harris Army. If you're not a member of Holly's channel, get over there, smash the subscribe on the channel, and let's get her over to 1K tonight. I want to get her over 1K tonight.
Let's do it.
You know what I mean? So let's show these people the power of the Harris Army out here. Rob C with the super chat. He says, "All right, lads, do you think we can get result tomorrow and get top 4, and we'll be Spursy and let the pressure get to us again?" We'll take this, lads. So, do you think we'll get the result tomorrow and get top 4? Look, I'm confident going into tomorrow's game. Look, Newcastle are a bit banana skin. They can be a banana skin, but I'm confident going into tomorrow. But look, when am I not, I suppose. Do I think we'll get top 4? It's well in our hands. We have a nice run of fixtures to get it. I do believe if we can win tomorrow and we can even pick up a draw off United, I really do tip us. Because, like I explained the other night, I actually think there's 2 spots open. Leicester are not out of reach, lads. They are not out of reach. We win tomorrow, I think
5 points.
4 or 5 points off them. They're not out of reach, and they still have us, United, and there's a couple of other teams there, so they're not out of reach. And will we be Spurs and let the pressure get to us again? I hope not. I'm going to back my boys. I'm going to show them the confidence, and I think we're going to do it. Lads, what do you think? We'll start with Bob and go around and get your answers on that quickly, and then we have another 2 super chats to get to, lads.
There's been times where we have been Spursy, haven't we? Liverpool game comes to mind as well, where it was probably the most confident I've gone into a game against Liverpool, and we just didn't turn up. Newcastle, we always look at the Newcastle game and we always think in our mind we haven't done well against them. Well, we've got a really good record against them, especially at St James's Park. We've won our last 3 going there, and if we win
Bobby with
tomorrow,
the stats, I love it. He comes prepared, man.
But if we win again tomorrow, it will be a record. So I don't think they're as much the banana skin as they seem to. In our mind, subconsciously they're like, oh, they're a banana skin. But mate, we've done all right against them. We have picked up some really good results against them. It's all about. I think it's not about how they perform. It's about us turning up tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I agree. Look, I have already added Spurs officials today just to let everybody know. I said, look, the boys better be ready. They better be pumped. As soon as they cross that white line, they better be ready to go for to war for the 3 points. I've already done the job. They better not let me down. Look, I'm going to give the next super chat to the boys here. He says, big up MS, by the way, absolute legend. Says, would you be happy if City offered 150 million for Kane and Spurs? And Spurs sell him and buy Sabitzer and Skriniar with the money. So, would you be happy if Spurs sold Kane to City for 150 million and brought in Sabitzer and Skriniar with the money? We'll start with you, Sean, and then we'll pass it on to Don Rob.
No, absolutely not. You don't want to see him go to a club that's just running away with the league, and then to swap out your best striker and get in a centre back and then like a very good creative midfielder. You're still going to be missing somebody up there that's going to be able to bang in goals week in, week out. Like if you were to accept the 150 million for Kane, you want to be putting that 150 million back in on another top quality striker. You can't replace your top quality striker with a midfielder and centre back. So for me, it's a no. No.
Speaking like a true attacking midfielder, absolutely love it, Sean. Don Robbie.
Look, I believe. Look, no way in hell. I believe whether we want to do it, whether rebuild, whether we brought in Jose, we want to win trophies and then rebuild. No matter what we do over the next few years, our team should be centered around Harry Kane and Heung-min Son, but especially Harry Kane, a loyal servant, fantastic for the club, as I say, and. 150 million, no way for me. It'd have to be 350 million if I even think about wanting to sell off Harry Kane if I was the owners, because the guy's been a loyal servant. He's been absolutely fantastic. As much as I'd love Sabitzer and Skriniar, as much as we need those positions, who are we going to bring in that centre forward / striker position who can be at the quality of Harry Kane, who basically we're going to have to spend as much money. Haaland, he's probably going to go to Manchester City, Chelsea, or another big side. Lewandowski's getting older, and Mbappe, no way in hell is he moving from PSG anytime soon. I don't think, in my opinion, that's the way I see it. And I think Kane, no way. But as far as your question beforehand against top four, without a doubt, think that top four is still on, in my opinion. I think in a season where anything can happen, without a doubt. And you have to look at the two teams who are in contention for that top four place, in my opinion. Of course, West Ham are, but in my opinion, I look at it as Chelsea, Liverpool and Spurs, right? We're the only club out of those two teams who currently isn't in the European competition, right? We're not in the European competition. You have to look at Chelsea and see they have an FA Cup semi-final to focus on, right? They've got that to focus on. They've got the Champions League, big games, as I say, coming up. Obviously, they've got Porto, so if they're going to rest players for either the league or the Champions League, it'll be resting them in the league and playing them in the Champions League. Same for Liverpool. Yeah. I really do believe top four is still on this season. And as I say, Liverpool, they look really, really good today. But without a doubt, for me, even Leicester could slip up this season. But I highly doubt it. So top four for me, I think, obviously, City, United, Leicester and Spurs for me. I think Chelsea will come fifth, and I think Liverpool sixth. But, there are a lot of other teams. You can't count out the likes of West Ham, even as strange as it sounds. You can't count out the likes of even Everton. There are a lot of teams who can make top four this season. But in my opinion, we should win it. We should get into top four with the type of season that is. As I say, we've only got one thing to focus on other than the league, and that's the Carabao Cup final. So, in my opinion, top four is well and truly on.
Yeah, no, 100%, lad. Absolutely love it. Sean, I will get back to you for your opinion. Man, the super chats are actually flying in, so I'm going to have to go through them here. Wayne Bonner says, Chelsea losing equals my brother getting abused. Absolutely love it, Wayne. No wonder why you're so happy with the super chats today. Give him a little nugget from me and say that's from the Irish Hotspur. Why not, my man? Harry Winks rumours. You know me, Holly. I'm definitely excited about that, 100%. You've never seen me so happy over the last few weeks, have you? Dark Sung G21, he says, if Wolves draw beat West Ham, we are fourth with goal difference. If Chelsea loses to Palace, their top four is gone. That all depends if we beat Newcastle and Man United. Yeah, no, absolutely brilliant. So, I like the look of that. So if Wolves basically get a draw against West Ham with goal difference, I absolutely love the look of that, lad. I just don't want Chelsea to finish there, or West Ham, to be honest. I want to take it. And Holly's saying thank you. No problem at all. I seen it the other day, and I've been wanting to do this. Lads, I think I'm after losing some of the super chats. Give me a minute, because we took so long to get there. Give me a second. No, we didn't. Brilliant. Sorry, lads, because I just don't want to miss out on anybody's. It's not fair. Dark Sun G21 again. He says, to be honest, I think Man United's spot isn't secure as well, because they are 1 point ahead of Leicester, if I remember correctly. Now, that makes it very, very interesting, because to be honest with you, I didn't even look that far above. I just took out Leicester, Everton, West Ham, Liverpool, ourselves and Chelsea. So that's very interesting. So Dark Sun G21, so you reckon there's a third spot open. Let me know if you think there's a third spot open, potentially, my man. We have Brian C as well. Big up, Brian C. He says, great analysis, lads. We have to step up now and take advantage and send a message out tomorrow. Now is our time. 100%, Brian. You're getting me pumped up, lad. Now is our time. It's our time. We go out there, we get the win. Roll on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I cannot wait for him as well. So, you know what I mean? I'm going to show him who the real Red Devil is. Absolutely brilliant. Love it, Brian C. Absolutely love it. Wayne Bonner here, he says, if Kane went to City, the Premiership will be dead for years. Sell Ali, and if need be, son, keep Kane no matter what. Wayne Bonner, I definitely don't want to be selling Harry Kane. I love Harry Kane. I have my Harry Kane hair prediction. Harry Kane, number 10, king of the lane, best number 10 in the world. Absolutely love the guy. We cannot sell him. I will be absolutely devastated. I don't want to sell Sonny either. Look, you can sell Ali, sell Winks, players like that, but do not sell Kane and Son. Do not sell them. And I mean that, Levy. If you do that, you're going to have problems. The Smasher says he's become a YouTube. He's become a member of the Harris Army. Big up the Smasher. You definitely won't regret that, my man. He says, finally a member. Will encourage everyone else to become a member to support the Irish Hotspur for his immense work. Absolutely love it, Smasher. Thank you so much, my man. Of course, I do talk to and Holly says, I live for your nicknames there, David. No, thank you so much. Look, a lot of them are off the cuff, Holly. You know, when I get going, one more super chat to get to here, lads, and it's Wayne Bonner. He says, big up the Smasher on becoming a channel member. Absolutely love it, Wayne. And of course, lads, when the chat is flying, I do try to get everybody's comments up, you know that. But, you know, when it is flying, help me out. Send in a super chat, helps the channel, and also guarantees your comment to be read out. Big up, everybody, so far. The support is amazing and immense. But, Sean, it's only fair now we ask you about the top 4 hopes. We got Bobby's, we got Don Robbie's. What's yours?
Yeah, we had this discussion.
And Don, the results going our way today.
Yeah, look here, man. Like, you know, we had this discussion there last week as well about top 4 and our predictions and where we thought it was going to go. I didn't think it was going to happen this soon, but look, it is looking like a great possibility. Just to touch back there, United are actually a point ahead of Leicester now, but they do have a game in hand.
Dark Sun G21, legend.
But they do have a game in hand, so it all depends on how that game plays out. Which again, it does like that one result goes our way again, and it opens it right up. I don't feel like we have anything to worry about. I think Newcastle haven't scored any more than 1 goal against us per game over the past 5 games. So it doesn't seem like there's many goals in them against us, which is going to vote for us as well. So I feel 2 goals in the bag tomorrow should definitely seal it up for us.
100%. An interesting point here from Daniela Stewart says, if both European cups go to English clubs, 4th does not get Champions League and drop points versus Everton and Man United. Oh, and you might drop points versus Everton and Man United. Yeah, no, I know that, yeah. So, lads, that's interesting as well. So, look, we don't want any English teams winning the... look, if United are finish second and they win the Europa League, I think providing Arsenal don't get to the final, we'll be safe with 4th. I think. What do you make on that, Bobby? It's a good point by Danielle, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's very unlikely, but it has happened. So we've got to keep an eye on that. Apart from Man City, I don't really see any other English club, be it Europa or Champions League, to really have a possibility of winning it. So I think we were okay for this season. It's going to be that Chelsea season all over again, isn't it, under Harry? So no, I think we'll be okay. And with regards to, you know, if we drop points there, I say if all's do the job, it's all up to us. All we need to do is concentrate on our own games. That's it.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about.
100%. I agree with you.
It's all up to us.
Yeah, no, 100%. Look, for me, I just want to focus on what we're doing. Worry about everything else after. Just get the wins over. Just get the wins chalked up every week. You know, just tick one off. That's all we need to do. Just concentrate on ourselves. Forget about all the other outside noise. I fully agree with you, Bob. Bobby Singh bringing the aura of calm around us. What more do you want, lads? Stephen Delaney, he says, Jose does not have to pick any player who is not on side with him from now until the end of the season. 100%, I agree with you, man. 100%. Paul Wiley wants Marcelo on. Lad, Marcelo does be working. He works long hours today, so he can do the watch along tomorrow. So, you know, look, me and Marcelo are doing that segment, frenemies and stuff like that. And when he's not working, like, and he has free time and he's not with his friends and family, he will be coming on. Don't worry about that, Paul Wiley. Don't be worrying, lad. Dark Sun G21. If somehow Man United loses to Brighton, we are 6 points behind them. If we win Newcastle, since Man United next 2 games after that are us and Burnley with Europa. Oh, man, this guy. Dark Sun G21, you're an absolute legend. You're throwing stuff in the mix here.
He's got the fixtures guide in front of him, isn't he? He's got the fixtures guide in front of him. He's rattling them off. But he's got a point.
No, he's a great point. Look, exactly. We beat Newcastle. We beat United. First or second, third, and fourth are all on. All on. It's absolutely brilliant, lads. Absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, sorry, what's next? So, where are we? Yeah, so, look, a defeat could also see Newcastle drop into the relegation zone, lads. Tomorrow, this weekend. They're 2 points above the drop zone, like I was saying. But do you think they're going to come out fighting? Or, Bobby, do you think the relegation theory going around at the minute could be some truth to it? What do you think?
With regards to, what's the theory about?
The theory is that, Mike Ashley wants Newcastle to get relegated because it'd be easier for him to sell the club in the Championship.
Yeah.
Apparently that's what the kickoff and all are saying. And
yeah, it's weird because I actually posed a question in my review earlier and said, do some of the Newcastle fans want a reset button? And to do that, is one of the things that they probably want is Newcastle to actually go down. To go down, for Ashley to move on, sell the club, and just press the restart button. And I did ask a couple of YouTubers and a couple of guys on Twitter, Newcastle fans, saying, this is what I put in my tweet, but I don't want to come across as saying something that's totally wrong. In your opinion, are there Newcastle fans out there who want to get relegated just so they can restart? And they said, yeah. They said about 25% of the Newcastle fans wouldn't actually mind seeing the club get relegated just for a restart. So I could never think about Tottenham like that, but it just probably shows how bad things are at Newcastle. I mean, toxicity against the ball down there, mate. Oof, it's unbelievable. But
yeah,
they're one of the most passionate out there, aren't they, mate?
No, they are. Look, it's an absolute sleeping giant. Like they live there for the football games on the weekend. They live it. They create their whole weekend around it. Nights out, day out, everything else. It's a loyal, passionate fan base up there. MS, just quickly, lads, and I'll get your views on that as well. He says, lads, seem to be good nuggets on here on everything Spurs. Can the panel tell me why Spurs stormed the league to the end of November, leading it, and then collapse? Why? Look, I'll be honest, MS, I'll be here all night if we done that.
Yeah, same here.
Mm-hmm. Look, I've done plenty of streams on it. I just advise you to go back and look, because look, I will be here all night, man, discussing it. But Don, Robbie, we're going to pass that on to you as well, what I was asking Bobby. What do you think?
Look, I think it's... man, it's crazy what's going on at Newcastle. I'm even struggling to get my words out because, from what I've seen of Newcastle before, they used to be kind of like a Premier League giant, fighting for top four, fighting for Champions League football, or sometimes fighting for the UEFA Cup, as it used to be called, which is now the Europa League. And, they'd be fighting for European football. They'd be finishing in the top 10 without a doubt, a lot of the time in the top 6, sometimes in the top 4 as well. They were an absolutely fantastic team, with one of the greatest strikers of all time in the history of football, let alone the Premier League. And since Mike Ashley's took over, they've just really, really fell down. And it's honestly sad to see, because they've been a club that I have so much respect for, especially their fan base, who are so, so passionate. There's nothing more I love than passionate football fans. And their fan base, is the epitome of that. They're absolutely fantastic. They'll sing their hearts out week in, week out, as say. And in my opinion, what's going on with the situation right now in Newcastle isn't good enough. But in my opinion, what they truthfully need is a rebuild. And as weird as it sounds, I can understand why some of their fans do want them relegated. So Mike Ashley can sell off the club to some owners who actually are ambitious for the club and care more about the club than the money going into their pocket. Because it goes to show how passionate they are and how much they want their club to succeed. I don't see it as, I don't want my club to succeed, because I see a lot of people saying Newcastle fans and all of this don't want their club to succeed. They want them going down. I think they want them to go down so they can get in new owners, obviously, so they can rebuild their club, because right now they're just going to get worse and worse and worse. And there's no rebuild whatsoever. There's no investment whatsoever going on at Newcastle. They're doing things very similar to Spurs even a couple of years ago, where they're bringing in a few players who who barely anyone's heard about, and hoping one of them turns out to be one of the best in the Premier League, and it's just not working out with them. In my opinion, they do need new owners, as I say, and if Mike Ashley was to go, I don't think any Newcastle fan would be upset about it. I think it would be more so tears of joy if he did. So those are my thoughts and opinions on it. Do I think it's right to hope for them to go down as a Newcastle fan? No, but I can understand why. And I think I speak for most football fans when I say that club really does need a rebuild.
Yeah. No, 100% agree with you, Robbie. Absolutely spot on there, my man. And Sean, I'm going to pass it over to you, but Dark Sun G21 is back here with the absolute big one. My man, what a hero. Look, because it's the biggest one of the day, I'm actually just awarding you Super Chat of the day. Super Chat of the day. Anyone that wants to take Super Chat of the day off this guy, it better be a bloody good comment. Dark Sun G21 says, if we play well and win all our games this month, then Man United will have pressure. Since their last 5 games are Liverpool, Villa, Leicester, Fulham, Wolves. Not a good fixture for them. Look, Wolves, I always see them struggle against. Fulham, hard to break down. Leicester, that'll be depending on where the teams are and where we are. I'll make up my mind what I want there. Villa, not easy. Hopefully Jack Grealish is back. And Liverpool, after beating Arsenal today, Dark Sun G21, everything you're telling me is basically just saying to me, top 4 is coming. Absolute love it, my man. Absolute hero with the Super Chats. But sorry, Sean. Over to you now, my man. You've been silently and patient there for a little while.
I don't mind being silent and patient when you've got good content coming in like this. Absolutely superstar facts coming in there as well. And,
that's what were you saying, Bobby? He was holding the form guide or something.
Look here, Newcastle. Look, fighting for relegation. If it's something that they want, are they really going to come out of the gates all guns blazing? Who knows? I don't think it's anything that we could still kind of relax about. I still think we need to go out. We've seen it with Europa League. I think we just need to go out and play our game. Who cares what's happening with Newcastle? Just focus on ourselves. Like you're saying, focus on the task at hand. Come out tomorrow, play our hearts out, get the 3 points. By everything of what I'm seeing that's going on with Newcastle, I wouldn't be too surprised if it went down the same route that Sunderland went down. Depends who to get in next, whatever way it's going to go, and it could just keep going south for them, unfortunately. Nobody likes to see that with a football club, but sometimes titties go down.
I might just get that little bit clip there, Sean, and send that out to the Newcastle fans tonight there, calling them Sunderland 2.0, lad. You'll go down an absolute storm.
You have to mix it up, lad. You have to mix it up,
Lads, anyone want to give Shamu the Ric Flair, for Chelsea losing today? Lily White Lane, I'd say you're still interested.
Oh, man. Look, Chelsea game earlier was brilliant to watch. It was football back, and I thought, although Chelsea are probably going to steam them, I'll just sit there, enjoy it. Football's back, and I was really, really surprised. I mean, Chelsea were awful, just playing out from the back. They were ridiculous. West Brom were fantastic, though. So as I say, woo! There we go. I'm losing my voice while I'm doing it there. But as I say, it was absolutely brilliant. And then, although we don't want Liverpool to sort of win for the top 4 reason, it's fantastic seeing Arsenal going back to their old ways, as I say, being a poor and awful club. But in my opinion, as I say, it was fantastic seeing both our true rivals lose, and hopefully West Ham get absolutely pasted on Monday. But there you go.
Oh, Robbie, you're going to go down in history, man. I'm always going to remember that. That was delivered with execution, lad. I wasn't even expecting it, lad. Lads, quick update on the Holly Agambar channel. She says, David, thank you again for earlier. The 1K subs is getting closer. Keep hitting the like button and David's content. Man's a class act. Hashtag Harrisami. Thank you so much, Holly. Look, guys, keep getting over there. Keep smashing it. I'm not going to end until she gets to the 1K. So you may as well just go over there, smash it. Look, she's been grinding out here for a long time. Get over there, help her out. But absolutely love that Ric Flair, Robbie. Absolutely brilliant, my man. What a hero. Lads, let's get back to talking about the greatest team on the planet, Tottenham Hotspur. So get into the match there tomorrow. So, lads, who would you play with right back? Would you stick with Tanganga? Would you use Aurier for his attack and runs, his ability to get forward, across the ball, when he wants to, when he's on form, like when he's not auditioning for the French kicking job at the rugby national team. So who would you play, Bobby?
For me, we need to stay consistent with the back four now till the end of the season, and for me that's Tanganga, Sanchez, Rodon, and Reguilon. The reason why I want to push Tanganga, for me, he possibly could be first choice next season. And I don't want him to start first choice next season with only having a few Premier League games under him. If he manages to play the next 9, so total of 10 games before the end of the season, he'll have that experience. He'll have, for me, sufficient Premier League experience to take into the next season rather than having to start as building up to a first choice next season. And secondly, Aurier just doesn't sit. Ever since he walked out at half time against Liverpool, he just doesn't sit right with me, mate. It's a Spurs thing. You're sitting there with the badge on you. You don't take the badge off halfway through a match, even if you're not coming on, and fuck off home. It doesn't happen. So that's never going to sit right with me. So yeah. I'd always play Tanganga ahead of him.
Yeah, no, look, I agree with you. It doesn't sit right with me either, Bob. I do think if we can just use him until the end of the season, you know what I mean, just to kind of get over the line. Look, for me, tomorrow, I'm a big fan of Tanganga, man. I'm a huge fan of Tanganga.
He needs to get the minutes in. He needs to get the minutes in, Dave. He needs to get the minutes in, mate, before next season. You know, if you want him to start as the first choice next season, rather than start with someone who's hardly got any minutes under him, let's get all the minutes he can this season, especially with against the likes of Newcastle. There's no reason not to start him tomorrow. We're not playing a team who are going to be hopefully exposed down the right again. So for me, it's a non-brainer. But for me, it's just an opinion. And you know what I'm like about opinions.
Yeah, no, 100%. But Bobby, Terry Williams wants to know, what do we think of Arsenal?
Yeah, well, I'm not allowed to swear that many. Robbie's back on the thing, so I'm not gonna swear that much. But yeah,
come on, we're all running around the streets at 6 years old, full of swear words, lad. Less of that. But lads, Don Rob, who would you play at right back, my man?
Look, Tanganga for me, without a doubt in my mind. The guy's class, fantastic in that right back position, a defensive rock. He's fantastic. Not much else to say. I can't stand Sergio Aurier, from being 100% honest. I really don't rate the guy at all. I think I really don't see what some people see in him. In my opinion, he's got the wrong attitude, especially for a top-tier Premier League side such as Tottenham Hotspur. He's got the wrong attitude, in my opinion. I don't think he's good enough. He gives away way too many pointless fouls, and I think Tanganga is exactly what we need in this team. He's passion. He's a young youth player. I'd say he's got one hell of a future ahead of him. He's got another 12 to 15 years ahead of him. I'd say he's a fantastic player, and he needs to start in this game. In my opinion, he needs to start in this game. And I said it after that Aston Villa game on my match review on my channel. I said there was no point playing that back four if you're not going to play it consistently for the rest of the season. So I think back four-wise, Sanchez, Rodon, or Toby and Rodon with Reguilon and Tanganga. And you have to consistently start Tanganga, because you can't expect him to put in performances only when you start him every 5 or 6 games. So in my opinion, he has to start in that right-back position.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I didn't even pick my neck. 1 second. Yeah, no. I was going to say, I swear. No. Look, I'll go with Tanganga, lads. I'll go with Jaffet. Look, I'm a big fan of Jaffet. I do see him as a long-term centre-back. Jose thinks he's too small. You know, he does think he needs to be... he did say he needs to get better at timing his runs going forward. He needs to get better at crossing the ball. I want to see Jaffet Tanganga, but I do think Jose is going to pick Aurier. Sean, Dark Sung G21 is here again before we go on to you, lad. Let's see what he has to say now. My man. He says, hopefully we can beat Newcastle and Everton this time, while hopefully we can repeat the result, or at least 80% against Southampton and Man United. Yeah, no, look, I do think we'll beat Newcastle. Everton, honestly, I'm out for blood. They bet me first game of the season, left me absolutely fuming. Then timed it perfectly in the FA Cup, left me fuming yet again. You know, and hopefully we can repeat the result, 80% of the result against Southampton United. 100%, man. I hope so too. You know, look, even if to be honest with you, if we sit back against United, soak the press, we'll take a 1-0 win. I take it. I couldn't give a shit. I just want the 3 points. I want to reassess things at the end of the season. But big up Dark Sun G21, my man. Absolute legend. Everyone else, someone get in there, take the pressure off the guy, send in an out super chatter too. Sean, what? So, who do you want at right back, lad?
Tanganga, all day, man, all day. Look, I mean, you seen the fate that we've had in him, starting him up against City and everything as well. How well he's coped. He showed he has a level head when it comes to pressure as well. There's one thing I hate and absolutely hate with Aurier, man. He just dives in. He just feels gets this big mad rush of blood to the head. He feels like he has to make a tackle when he doesn't really need to make half the tackles that he does. And it's stupid, pointless fouls that cost us points and cost us valuable points at the end of the season. Like, I'd hate to even start to tally up how many points he's actually cost us throughout his career, because I'd say it's into the hundreds at this stage. Like, the man is just a calamity at the back. So for me, it's absolutely Tanganga all day. He needs to start making more appearances. He is quality, and I want him in there as a starter all next season. So for me, he needs to get the game time in.
No, 100%. Sorry, Sean, I wasn't laughing. I was just laughing at John's magic. Absolutely brilliant. Sparfreak asked how long we've been going for. We've been going for an hour. So yeah, I have a few more questions to get through in that there anyway. So don't worry. We have about another 20 minutes, half an hour left. Wayne Bonner's telling everyone to get their memberships. He says they won't be disappointed. Stephen Delaney, Toby has played 3 international games, so Roden to play. Yeah, fair point. Neil Williams, Tanganga should play. He's a natural. Is his natural position of centre back? Yeah, that's where I'd like to see him. Ollie saying that though. Did you see him in the England squad? Man had an utter mare. But I hope that's because he hasn't played enough minutes. Yeah, fair point. And lads, we I want to say a big welcome to Joe Grimes. Absolutely love this guy. My man Joe, how are you keeping? Like he says, Tanganga is one of our few defenders that doesn't make me nervous. He's always solid. Yeah, no, in fairness, he has. Rory Woods is taking the load off you, Dark Sun G21. Rory Woods might be looking to steal your title with Super Chat of the day. I don't know. Let's see what he has to say. Newcastle is a must-win game ahead of returning to Man United, who would probably want revenge for us battering them at Old Trafford. Great panel so far. Big yourself up, Rory Woods. Really do appreciate that, my man. If you want me to plug your podcast, put the name of it in below, and I will give it a plug for you as well, my man. Absolutely appreciate the super chat. But I think you're the comedian guy, so you definitely have potential to take the super chat of the day. All it takes is something witty, something that grabbed my attention. John Fitzpatrick says, Holly, you're the perfect woman. There you are, Holly. You have a secret admirer there in John. MS, he says, I can see Jose choosing Aurier for this game, like the final. Fair point. And Adam Phillip, he says, West Brom done us a huge favour. Now let's do them one. 100%. Oh, we have the battle on. The battle is commencing, lads. Dark Sun 21 is back. It says Tanganga 100%. In career, Aurier crosses is compared to a dice roll. 100%, man. I fully agree with you. I absolutely love that, lad. I'm robbing that. I'm absolutely robbing that. So no doubt, Tanganga, we don't need to roll or gamble a dice while attacking. Yeah, no, that's a fair point. I was just letting people know what Mourinho said. That was it. Look, I'm a big fan of Tanganga. I think ever since I've came on, I've made it no secret that I'm a huge fan of Tanganga. Big up Dark Sun G21. You've now bet your own super chat of the day, so you've now been awarded a new super chat of the day, my man. Bobby, with Toby returning after illness, do we play him or do we stick with Sanchez and Roden? If we don't stick with Sanchez and Roden and we do play out of Ralph, who misses out? So basically, I want to know your centre-back partnership.
Yeah, a bit like what I said about Tanganga with regards to getting as many minutes as possible before next season. I can see Rodon being a first choice next season. So for me, he needs to get as many minutes in as well, just so he's not a brand new upcoming first 11 first 11 potential team member next season. He needs to consistently play for the rest of the games this season, Rodon. And to be fair, if Toby's going to go in the summer, which there are big rumours that he is, for me it's consistency. Like Robbie said, for me, Rodon, Sanchez, Tanganga, and Reguilon have to start for the I should start and finish the season now consistently in preparation for next season.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point, Bobby. Yank Gooner, the guy that was in here trolling us yesterday, Bobby's back. He's back with his tail between his legs, may I add. He says, we got destroyed today. Yes, you did. He says, I'm now Arteta out. Look, you know, I'm just going to give you a bit of stick because you were in here trolling yesterday. I told you you'd be back crying. I told you. What more can I say? You know, but look, you know, hopefully now we can get on after that. Rob, who do you want to see at centre back? And do you agree with Bobby?
Look, in my opinion, it has to be. Look, I think Sanchez and Rodon. I honestly do believe Sanchez and Rodon. Now, Toby's definitely up there for a shout, but over his last few performances, they've been very lackluster. They haven't been enough, in my opinion. And as I say, Rodon needs fit once again, in my opinion. He's a very young and talented player, just like Tanganga. You've got to let these players gel before you take them out and chopping and changing. You know, you can't be doing this every single week if you want a consistent backline. So in my opinion, we play Sanchez and Rodon just like we did against Aston Villa. I think that's the right centre-back partnership. I think Rodon's very talented. Sanchez has been one of our best centre-halves, one of our best players, honestly, over the past few weeks. And I definitely think that should be our centre-back partnership. As I say, over those few games that we did win, you know, the 4-0 against Burnley, the 1-0 against Fulham, the 4-1 against Palace, he helped win us those games. He was definitely one of the main factors into which we won that game. And in my opinion, he should start tomorrow without a doubt. Rodon should start next to him, and then you judge it off their performances tomorrow. I say left back without a doubt, Reguilon goes there. But in my opinion, you know, back line, Reguilon, Rodon, Sanchez, Tanganga.
No. Look, I'll give my opinion after. We'll go to Sean first.
Look, I mean, there was a few rumours in the mill about Toby, and we were talking about this as well last week with him being linked with a move away, and it was saying maybe he just wanted to have like consistent football for his remainder a few years. So maybe there is something more that's going on there. Maybe it is actually something that could happen, and maybe it is kind of going to be worked on or whatever. So for me, I think that could be something that's weighing on Jose's mind, and I think he might go for Rodon and Sanchez. I personally will go for Rodon and Sanchez as well. I think like that, it's a perfect game. Get more games in on Rodon too, and have them working on getting solid for next season.
That's it.
That's a fair point, Sean. Look, for me, I would go with Toby and Rodon. Look, everyone knows I'm not a huge fan of Sanchez. Even against Aston Villa, I actually thought he was the worst defender out there against Villa, to be honest with you. For me, I want the experience. I want to know how Toby, he's going to be fit. You can get him out there for one game every week. Play Rodon in beside him. The guy absolutely loves defending. Yeah. And for me, like, you know, you get that consistency. You get top four. Come next summer, I think we're going to bring in another centre-back or two anyway. So Sanchez still might be back up. But I fully agree with you. I fully can see what you're saying, though, lads. You know, get it together. At least then going next season, you do have a partnership there. You know what I mean? If needs be, you have a partnership there. So I fully get that as well. For me, I just want top four. And I do think playing with Toby at centre-back would be the way of getting it. That's just my opinion. But big up, lads. I fully respect what you have to say there. You know, it's thinking of the future. Absolutely love it. Christopher Galley says, Jota is back for Liverpool. Top four for Spurs is cooked. I'm afraid. Come on, you Spurs. No, look, you know, we win tomorrow. You're back 2 points behind us. And then we have United next. We beat United. Even if we take a point, you know, look, there's 2 spots up for grab. Leicester spots is up for grab as well. But the problem is there, Christopher, you're not aiming high enough, my man. We're aiming for third. You're only aiming for fourth, lad. So it's definitely not good for us. Adam Phillips, I'd give Toby and Rodon a run of games. Sue Smith, Arteta in, very, very much in. Jack Norfield, as long as it's 2 of Sanchez, Toby and Rodon and not Dyer, I don't mind. Nothing against Dyer as a person. His performance has just been abysmal. Jack, I think all 3 of us, all 4 of us here would agree to you. Agree to that. Holly Agambar says we need to phase the boys in. Toby is the rock. They can learn a lot from him. But I agree that they need more means in order to create consistency. I would like to see Toby and Rodon with Tanganga and Reggie. Yeah, that would be my back four, Holly. But again, she's agreeing with your points, lads. You know, we do need to fight somehow, you know, give them minutes and get a partnership going there as well. Adam Phillips, he says, no, Liverpool still have home games left, lol. Dark Sun G21 is back again, my man. What a hero. What I want is West Ham to get top four with us, while Man U get either Europa or nothing, since loaning Lingard was their call. So I want them to cry. With us. Yeah, look, you know, that would be nice too, but West Ham getting top four, no. Look, as a Spurs fan, I'd probably be crying. Look, if West Ham get top four, I'd be crying, but I also would like to see Man United cry as well, especially under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So absolutely love that, Dark Sun G21. Again, I'm awarding you with the new comment of the day, my man. You're absolutely loving it. Yank Owner says, all banter, big up Irish. Smash the like, people. Absolutely big up. That's what it's about, lad. You can support different teams, but you can still all have the banter with it. That's what it's about. And Dark Sun G21, he has another comment in here. I'm just going to take it because he's putting so many super chats, man, lads. He says, Christopher, even if Jota is back, we were ahead of them before their game today. So if we can keep on winning, Liverpool have no chance. You tell him, Dark Sun G21, my man. You tell him. Jordo Stevens, big up Jordo. He says, wet spam won't get top four. 100%. I think that's well, my man. I do. Lads, who plays on the right hand side for us tomorrow? Do you go with Gareth Bale? Do you go with Lamela? Or I think we already answered that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, no. Because what I was saying is with the threat of St. Maximin playing down that side. So now that we know St. Maximin probably will play that side and he's going to be a threat, who would you play?
Still Bale. Still for me, Bale. I think you mentioned it as well. You know, Pierre's very good at helping out the right backs, whoever the right back is, be it Aurier, especially at the beginning of the season when we had Sissoko and Pierre in there. They were, you know, the fullbacks were allowed to bomb on, and Pierre and Sissoko kind of like jumped into the fullback position to give that extra. We always had about 4 or 5 players. Fortunately, we won't need that defensive cover tomorrow against Newcastle, the way the qualities of the team is. So for me tomorrow, like I say, even if Bale plays, he won't be required to do any tracking back like he probably has to against the better sides, because I think Pierre and even Dembele, he seems to have built up a bit of stamina about him. They'll help out at the fullback position if it needs be. But yeah, for me, Bale. Like I say, Reguilon is an outside chance. I don't want to see Lamela there. So for me, Bale.
100%.
Whatever he does, though, Dave, do not move Lucas from the number 10 position. Do not do that.
100%, I agree with you.
Do not. Yeah.
No, 100%, I agree with you. To be honest with you, Bob, I didn't even bring that question into it today because for me, I think it's a given now. You know, he plays there. Yeah, 100%. I agree with you, Bob. Don Robbie, we'll go to you. We'll go to you. Yeah, we'll go to you next, Don Robbie, and then we'll pass it back to Sean. Who do you want to see on the right wing tomorrow? Why?
Look, I think, honestly, in a game like this, and you may be very surprised like this, I think Steven Bergwijn. I honestly do think Steven Bergwijn, and I have my reasons for this as well. You take a look at Gareth Bale and you look at who's on that side. You've got St. Maximin. St. Maximin's going to be bombing down that wing. And in my opinion, Bale cannot track back. As good as he is right now, he's getting older and he doesn't track back the way he used to. He can't help out that right-hand side. He's not as good defensively as he used to be. As say, you know, the guy used to be a left back and you know, now then a left winger and now a right winger. So, you know, the way the guy's changed around. But in my opinion, in that Arsenal game, he wasn't tracking back at all. And you look at a player such as Steven Bergwijn and you see the guy hasn't scored a goal, right? Given he hasn't scored a goal, it hasn't given him confidence. But apart from not putting the ball into the back of the net, defensively and dropping back, he's been fantastic in my opinion. Now I can fully understand the fact he's a right winger, and as good as he drops back, his aim is to get the ball into the box, maybe score a couple goals himself, and he hasn't been doing that. I can fully understand that. But in a game like this, with a talented player such as St. Maximin, you need 2 people back. You need someone pacing down that down that side. As I say, you need him not to inflict zonal damage. You can't let him inflict zonal damage from zone 7, as I say, up until zone 12, honestly, because that's the way Saint Maximin does. He goes down that right hand side and sometimes the left hand side and crosses over and just cuts inside and has a shot himself or lays the ball off. And you cannot allow him to do this in a game such as this, especially against Newcastle, because in my opinion, Newcastle, they're not a good side. Not a good side at all, in my opinion. But you look at someone like Saint Maximin, he's an absolutely fantastic player. He's a phenomenal player, in my opinion. He's absolutely brilliant. As I say, he's really, really talented. And look, as I say, you need someone such as Steven Bergwijn to track back there. I think Steven Bergwijn is a very talented player, I say, and you need him to track back there. But David, mate, I'm going to have to head off now. I say it's been an absolute pleasure coming on, though.
No, Rob, I've absolutely thoroughly enjoyed having you on, man. You're an absolute legend. I thoroughly enjoyed listening to you. Every time you speak, look, I stop and listen. You know what I mean? Same with everybody in the chat. Everybody, get over, check out Don Rob's channel, Lily White Lane. Look, he's absolutely brilliant. If you've enjoyed his input here today, you're totally going to enjoy his channel. You always see bobspur on there as well. But Robbie, do you want to give your channel a quick plug?
Yes, so if you do want to check out my channel on YouTube. Yeah, so if you do want to check out my channel on YouTube, it's Lily White Lane. As I say, please go and check it out. You can also check me out on Twitter, Lane Lily White. You know, drop me a follow on there. Please drop me a subscribe. You don't know how much it would mean to me. You know, all of you guys on here are absolute legends who support David. You know, all of you guys, Sean, Bobby, you know, you're absolutely fantastic, I'd say. But if you do want to check out my channel, it's Lily White Lane. All kinds of Spurs content, previews, reviews, player ratings, predicted lineups. We're bringing a lot more extra content now, such as top 5 lists. I did one earlier, top 5 Tottenham European nights. Bobby did one on my channel a few days ago. Top 5 Tottenham players you can't stand but want a Tottenham Hotspur. You know, extra content, as I say, different things I'm bringing to the channel. So if you do want to check me out, as I say, check my channel out. Bobby's often comes on as well, does Steve the show. He really does help out. So as I say, check out my channel if you can. Drop a sub, drop a follow on my Twitter. But as I say, please keep supporting David, keep supporting Sean, keep supporting Bobby. As I say, absolute legends. And I'll tell you something right now. I was watching your stream last night, as I say, and I've been watching a lot of streams recently about football fan media, and I've seen a lot of other clubs. You know, it just seems like a competition to me. It seems like there's different channels and it's who can get these followers, who can get the most subscribers. But when it comes to Spurs content and Spurs channels, in my opinion, it's not like that. I see it as every channel's out there. You know, you do your own thing, but you also invite other people on, you help out other people and you help them grow. It's in no way, shape or form a competition. And that's why I came on here. And I know that's why you came on here as well, Bob, because I saw some of your shows as well, as saying, you know, it's been absolutely fantastic coming on though, David. Absolutely brilliant.
No, I thoroughly enjoyed you. Robbie, you know I love having you on here, man, and you're welcome on anytime. Anytime you're free, you know, and there's a spot there. Also, I do want to talk to you about something. I do doing something with you as well. You know what I mean? In terms of content, putting something out there. But I will be in contact with you, man. But big up and thank you so much for your time tonight. But I'm not letting you go anywhere without a score prediction and the biggest come on you Spurs and the big Ric Flair again.
Look, I'll see if I can pull another Ric Flair out the bag. But as they, it's going to be a tough one tomorrow. I don't see us conceding. I see us. It can go one of two ways. We can score a goal. They can stay extra tight defensively. I think they will just defend for their lives. I think they'll try and take a draw, maybe 3 points if they possibly can. As say, try and nick 3 points. But in my opinion, they'll be going for the ultimate smash and grab. We just can't let them. And if we score, I think the floodgates will open. I'm going for a 6-1 Tottenham. 6-1 Tottenham, in my opinion. 6-1 Tottenham, I say. Come on, you Spurs.
Good lad.
Woo! There you go. And it's been a pleasure coming on, David. Thank you always. Come on, you Spurs.
Absolutely love it, Robbie. I'll see you tomorrow on Matty's channel, all right? I'll see you, my man. Absolutely brilliant, lads. Robbie is an absolute legend. What a great sport as well.
Good lad.
Super chat here from Rob C, lads. He says, do you think Harry Kane will have a good hair day tomorrow? And do you think he can win another golden boot this season? Look, Harry Kane, he came off. He looked a bit tired against Poland. But don't worry. You know, he's gone home. The missus has given him his massage. She's got him ready. You know, his legs are ready to go. I'm telling you now, he's going to have the best hair gel in there tomorrow. It's going to be slick. He's going to be ready. He's going to be waiting to pounce. I'm telling you now, he's going to have a good hair day. And I think he's going to score, but I have to wait and see till tomorrow. So tune into the Matt Hayes channel, you know what I mean, and see. And do you think he can win another Golden Boot this season? 100% I do. Look, you know, this guy can fire us to the League Cup. He can fire us to success in the League Cup final. He can fire us to top 4. It massively depends on Kane performing. So 100%, Rob, I definitely do. Bobspur, and then we will ask Sean Mitchell. Do you want to have your thoughts on this?
Yeah. Do you remember towards, I think it was about 3 seasons ago when I think it was last 2 games and Harry was behind Lukaku going for the Golden Boot, and he scored 4 against Leicester and scored again, and was it 3 against Leicester or 4 against Leicester and 4 against Hull in the last? He managed to get about 7 or 8 goals in the last 2 games to finish. When he's in that zone, guys, that it doesn't matter. All he wants is goal after goal after goal, and if he's in that mindset, and with the run of games we've got, there's no reason why I can't get Golden Boot. And let's be honest, if it means Harry getting Golden Boot, it will normally tie into Spurs getting 4th as well. So yeah, I think is onto a good finish to the season. And it's not like, even when he's dipped throughout the season, his performance has always been there. He's always brought something to the team throughout the season. So yeah, he'll be all right. And Rob C, on the side note, it's great to put a face to the name yesterday. He managed to get onto a channel yesterday and ask some very good questions. We were all too busy having a laugh on the Two Brian show. Rob C came on and brought a bit of maturity to it, so it was great. It was great to see him. So yeah, big up Rob C.
No, big up Rob C. This is the guy that was on with us last night on here as well. Bob, with yourself and Benji and myself. Absolutely brilliant. I'm 100% sure that this is the guy. Yeah. You know, again, he came on some good questions and everything else. He absolutely enjoyed it. Big up, Rob C. Really do appreciate that. Super chat today. I'm not sure. I'll ask Sean's opinion first, and then I'll decide.
I don't know. I have a feeling that Harry Kane's going to have a bit of an off day tomorrow. Have to go against what other people are saying. Don't know what it is. I think he's going to be more of an assist player today or tomorrow than goal scorer. I think, in fairness, I can't see him getting a Golden Boot this season because he's been so good with assists. It's hard to be banging in goals and being selfish when he's not a selfish player. He has been creating chances as well. We've seen that. So when you're giving assists to your teammates, you're not scoring goals. And when you're not scoring goals, you're not getting Golden Boots. So unfortunately, I think that's the way that it's going to go for Harry Kane. I will just actually say very quickly though that I do have to go off as well myself. I have to do the little Easter bunny tonight. Yeah. So fortunately, I have to head off and put out all that stuff. But absolute pleasure being on, guys. Really nice to chat with you. Big up everybody with the super chats and great comments coming in as well. Keep it up. Keep your support up for the 2 guys as well. They're absolutely incredible. And I'm going to jump off now, but I will talk to you very, very soon.
Before you go, score prediction. No, before you go, who's playing right wing, score prediction, and the massive come on, you Spurs.
Right wing. Sorry, Bob, but Lamella for me. I don't personally like him. I just think that's the way it's going to go. Score prediction, I'm going to say 2-1 Spurs. And as you know, Dave, come on, you Spurs.
Come on. Let's have it. Big up, Sean. Everybody, big up Sean in the comments. Let him know how much you love him. The link to his Twitter is in the description below. You can get over, follow him on Twitter. He just wants to interact with Spurs fans, basically. You know, I did put the call out there for the Harris Army to get him some followers, people he can interact with. Of course, if you want him for your own channel as well, you know, that's where you can get him. Big up, Sean. Thank you so much for giving up your time. You're a legend, and you will be back.
Cheers, Sean. Nice to meet you, mate. Nice to meet you, buddy.
Nice to meet you too. See you later, guys. Thanks.
My man. Thank you. So, Bobby, we've got one thing left, and it's predicted lineup. So we're going to get into that. Big up, Rob C. Just a couple of comments here. Adam Phillip, Rob C. Super chat today. What do you think, Bobby? Or will we leave it with Dark Sunji?
Yeah, it'll have to be Sunji with his fantastic analytical predictions and scenarios. It has to be, mate. And it'd have to be one of his. I can't decide which one, but yeah, definitely one of them will have to be the super chat of the day.
No, 100%, I agree. And he's back here with another super chat.
There we go.
Will Stewart THS, he says, great show. Thank you so much, Will.
Yes, man, smell.
Absolute legend. Lad, I was busy out today, out exercising that. I did see your message, and I will be on. Don't worry about that, lad. Will Stewart doing a show tonight, lads. Get over, check it out. Can't wait for it. You can go on, have your rant. And I also want to big up Sergio, the title setter. He's in the comments as well. Big himself up. Of course, so generous yesterday with super chats and that as well. What a man. Dark Sun G21, Toby for everything, Man United and Man City final, while Sanchez for maybe Wolves, Sheffield United, Leeds. I expect the Sun brace and Reggie debut go with Kane. I'd be happy with that. What do you think, Bob? You think maybe it's too inconsistent?
Yeah, I just think we want to be careful. I totally agree with him. Toby needs to play some games, but I think for to build up that relationship between Sanchez and Rodon, which will probably be our first choice next season if we don't get a central defender. Very, very unlikely, I know. But I think we do need to give as many games, more minutes to Sanchez and Rodon together. So, yeah, Toby can be great. And Toby will make any of those defenders become a better defender in the game. But, I think just give the experience to Rodon and Sanchez in the bigger games. Totally agree with Dark Sunji. Is Toby should be brought in for some of the bigger games, not all of them though. I expect Sunbrace and Reggie debut goal with Kane tomorrow. I've gone for 3-1, so that would be make it 4-1. So we'd have to take one of them off. But yeah, it's as long as we win, matey, I don't care.
Yeah, that's all about. That's at the end of the day, I'm the same. Couldn't give a shit how we win as long as we get the 3 points tomorrow, to be honest with you. But big up Dark Sun G21, absolute hero. Brian C says, big up Sean as well. He's absolutely loving Sean. Will Stewart, he says 4-1, lads, is his prediction. He's going big, absolutely love it. James Smith is going 1-1 here. He says, you will see. He must be a Newcastle fan.
Yeah.
Smasher, great show. With well-spoken lads on your stream, the Irish Hotspur, just keep it up and we'll grow immensely in the future at this rate. Thank you so much to Smasher. Will Stewart can start around 9 p.m. New York time if more lads from over there want to join in for a bit. So 9, so that's 10, 11, 12, 1. So 2 p.m. our time over here, UK time and stuff like that starts at, if you guys want to hop on. Absolutely brilliant channel, lads. Get over and check it out. Make sure you check it out. He's an absolute legend. He does a lot for me as well. So he does. Will Stewart, absolute hero. My man. Bob, we're going to get into the predicted lineup. Formation, do you think we're going to go? I think 4-2-3-1. I think you're probably the same. But I'm going to ask the question, 4-3-3 to match them up in midfield?
No, I think we're going to go pretty much. I'll give you the first 11 if you want, mate. It's I hope. So I'm going to go with what I hope he'll start with, which probably won't be Woodward. But for me, it has to be Lloris in goal, Tanganga, Rodon, Sanchez, Reguilon, with Ndembele and Pierre in the pivot, Lucas ahead of him, with Bale, Sonny, and Kane through the middle, mate. That's for me. That'll do me just fine.
That's the 3 points for you, Bobby.
Sorted, mate. Sorted.
John Smith, he's Sue Smith's husband. John, are you a Newcastle fan, or do you she's obviously Spurs. Who do you support? Let me know, my man. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I want to know. That'd be fascinating. We also have Jordan Stevens. He says, great show, David. I'm going with 3-0. Wayne Bonner, what time's Will on? It's 2 a.m. our time.
2 a.m.
Yeah. The Smasher. Any win for me, and that would be just fine for me. Adam Phillips, that'll do me just fine too. He absolutely loves it, Bob. So he does. Holly, I've got to get some sleep. Great stream, David. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Come again for the support. #Harris Army. Thank you. Holly, absolutely big up again. Lads, let's see if we can get Holly to 1K tonight.
Yes. Come on.
Sue Smith says, thank you. Thank you, kind sirs. No problem at all. Look, my predicted lineup, guys. I'm going to give mine. We're going to go for about another 2-3 minutes. Get your super chats in if you've really enjoyed the stream. As a thank you and appreciation. It really does help the channel grow. Helps me go full time. But I'm going to give you my predicted lineup. Obviously, Hugo in goals, Reggie left back. For me, I want Tanganga right back, so I'm going to say Tanganga. But look, I do think it's going to be Serge Aurier. Centre backs, I want to see Toby and Joe Rodon. Midfield, it's going to be, for me, Ndombele and Højbjerg. Then the three is going to be Son out left. Obviously, Lucas in the middle, as Bobby was saying earlier. And it's mad, actually, because we don't even talk about it now because it's a given.
It's a given, isn't it?
Madness. Outright, I want Gareth Bale. And then up front, of course, Harry Kane, king of the lane, number 10, best number 10 in world football. So that's my predicted lineup, guys. Let us know whether you agree. Bob, I want your predicted lineup, or your score prediction, sorry.
Yeah, I've been saying all week, Dave, 3-1 for me, matey. I think Kane for the brace, and I think Sonny might just do something as well. And I can see what you said is cheers, Brian. Is a ball over the top from Bale for Sonny to run on and get us a goal. But yeah, two from Kane, one from Sonny, and us to win 3-1.
I absolutely love it, Bob. Look, I said 3-1 when I was on Chris Cowlin's show. Then I was on. By the way, everyone check that out. I was on there with Abby Summers and Chris. Absolute great show, by the way. Get over there, check it out. Abby Summers, she's absolutely brilliant at what she does, isn't she, Bob?
Brilliant, yeah, absolutely brilliant, mate. No,
she is. She's class. And then I was on Paxton TV today. I said 3-0. By the way, another great channel, Paxton Road TV. Get over, check it out as well. Great fun on there today. Bobspur's on there tomorrow. He was already on there before. He's becoming a firm favourite over there. So make sure you get over, check it out. That was fun. And I said 3-0. And I'm going to go with 3-0. Thinking about it, do I think Newcastle score tomorrow? Look, I can't say it, to be honest with you. I do think the lessons are there from the first game. Hopefully we're clinical tomorrow. I do believe we're going to be. I'm going to go Harry Kane with 1. I'm going to go Son with 1 and Lucas Moura with 1. That's what I'm going to go with. Another super chat here from Dark Sun G21. Big up, lad. What a legend. To be honest, I want us to talk about top 4 after this season with the Carabao Cup. Also, we can say that losing the Europa is a blessing in disguise. Come the end of the season, I agree with you. I want to be top 4. Yeah. I want to be Carabao Cup champions. And look, going out of Europe, it's never really a blessing in disguise, is it? I suppose, Dark Sun G21, you're even more positive than me putting a positive spin on that, my lad. Absolutely love it. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, only time will tell if it's classed as a blessing in disguise. Suffice to say, if we win the Carabao and we finish top 4, we can use that as an excuse. We can say we went out of the Europe League just to be just to concentrate on the league and the Carabao. So it's all good.
100%. Now, Bob, look, I'm just going to give them a quick readout of what on Newcastle, what I done today. You don't have to stay around if you don't want to. It's up to yourself, lad. I'm only going to be another 5 minutes anyway.
Yeah, I'll stay happily for another couple of minutes, mate. Not a problem. I need my medication.
No worries. Brian Daigle, he says, great show once again, lads. No, thank you so much, Brian. Really do appreciate that. MS says 3-1. They won't score. I think it'll be 4-0 with 2 from Lucas, 1 from Son, 1 from Kane. Absolutely love it. Mr. K, whoever Joseph puts out, let's get behind them before we throw our hands up. Support our club. 9 games to go. Come on, you Spurs. Hashtag Harris Army. Big up, Mr. K. You do an unbelievable job supporting, lad. You're an absolute legend.
Can I just say something to Mr. K? Mr. K, just want to say thank you for your message. You'll know what I mean. You sent me a message yesterday on one of my videos. Really do appreciate it. I know I've sent you a message via a reply, but I think you can't get any better than actually giving a personal thank you. And I know David won't mind. So just a personal thank you to you for the message you sent yesterday, mate. So I really appreciate it.
Big up, Mr. K. Your firm favourite among everybody here, I have to say.
Yes.
Big up, Mr. K. And of course, Bob, if there's anyone anyone in the comments you recognise, that,
of course,
just interrupt me, man. And if you have something to say, you need to say to them. It's never a problem,
I know, mate.
Will Stewart THFC ran Stark Sum G21 is up early for you, David. It's like 7:15 a.m. his time right now. Man, absolutely big up Dark Sum G21. Everybody, Everybody pick him up. 7:15 a.m. That's insane. Just to watch a wee little Irish man spout shite like me. Absolutely committed. Absolutely love it, Dark Sun G. Yeah, man, you're a legend. And I do want to see you on the fan show next Friday, man. Hit me up on Twitter at theirshyid. And big up Will Stewart as well. Absolute legend. So, look, just a bit of scouting report I've done on Newcastle. So, look, what I've done is I think they're going to sit in. They're going to play on the counter, Bob. They're going to try and use the pace of St. Maximum, Almiron, and Wilson. Even if it's not Wilson and it's Joe Linton, what they tend to do is rotate across between each other. They don't actually have stuck positions. And I believe they play a bit of a diamond in midfield to try and stifle teams as well. So we'll wait and see if that happens. Look, St. Maximum is the best player. Like I was saying, we cannot afford to let him get in a 1-on-1v situation at our back line. So we're going to have to double team up on him. You know what I mean? Every time he gets the ball. Callum Wilson as well, if he plays, he's, like we were saying earlier, Bob, he's clinical, he's a finisher, and he knows where the net is. He's their top scorer. And then we need to be, look, for me, I think, Bob, we need to be out of sight by 75 minutes because I've seen a couple of times this season, if the game's in the balance, they get confident, they sniff a result, and then they go for it, and they tend to get it. And I don't want to leave it. I don't want it to be left in that situation. Sure. And for me, I think the game has to be done by 75 minutes. And by done, I mean leading by 2 goals. What do you think?
Yeah. I think a lot's been made about the fact that we had they had a couple of the best players missing against Brighton, hence the reason they lost. But they always give you a chance, mate. The back five will still remain the same, and they'll always give us a chance. And with our finishing prowess we've got, there's no reason why we shouldn't be getting 2 or 3 goals tomorrow. So, like I say, the only person who really worries me more than even Maximum is Wilson, because if we do start with the likes of Tanganga and Roden, Roden and Sanchez tomorrow, it could give them a bit of a runaround. A Maximum, I've got confidence in Reguilon and Tanganga looking after him with Pierre and Dembele helping out. That's the only one who worries me, Wilson. But going forward, mate, we should have way too much for him. Way too much for him.
Yeah, no, 100%. I fully agree with you, Bob. But look, lads, we're going to end it there. But before we do, Bob, thank you so much for sitting here for an hour and 40 minutes listening to me waffle on. It's been an absolute pleasure listening to your points of view, man.
Honor, mate, honor.
And I want you to give your channel a massive plug before you go. I want to say just quickly, the Harris Army, you know, you've been going so many channels tonight, but Bob's the one that sat here for an hour and 40. Get over, smash this, subscribe. You know, show him some love. It's creeping up every day. That's what I want to see. But Bob, you go ahead, you take it away.
Yeah, bobspur TV. Again, like anyone or anything to do with Spurs, really like to take a lighter look at things as well, but get serious when it needs to be. Done a few shows lately based on ENIC and media, which is going well. I do my day after the day before show after a match on a Monday afternoon or afternoon the day following day. So going great, mate. Touch wood. But it's like I've always said, it's guys like yourself and other people who are on the YouTube channel which inspire me. And all I do is click the camera on, try and put some content together relating to Spurs, and people like listen to it. So I've had some really good feedback. And the more subscribers, obviously, the better.
No, 100%. And lads, please do get over and check it out. He's absolutely brilliant. He gives us everyone in the fan base as well. He kind of gives us all a laugh. He makes these crazy videos as well. I do enjoy them, and I know a lot of other people do. So lads, please do get over, show him the love. Look, on behalf of myself, I want to thank everybody tonight, for the support, for staying here, tuning in for 1 hour 40, all the likes on the stream, hopefully a few subscribers. I'll check when I'm finished. All the super chats, honestly, it's been absolutely insane. Especially Dark Sun G, Wayne Bonner,
big up.
Jordan Stevens put one in. Man, there's too many to name. Sorry if I've missed names. What I'm going to start doing is I'm actually going to start writing them down so I can call you out at the end and give you a big thank you. No, honestly, you really don't understand. It's huge for the channel. Dark Sun G21, absolute legend. And of course, look, I want to say personally to the Harris Army, thank you so much for the support. We're not too far off 1,700. I want to try and get that to 2K before the season ends. But absolutely brilliant. It couldn't be done without any of the support that their fellow YouTubers like Bobspur, We Are Tottenham TV, Robbie, Marcelo, Matty, Charlie, Tottenham Away with the two Brian, Stelios and Chai. Will Stewart as well, massive help as well. Without all of these guys and that, honestly, it'd be hard to do. So thank you for everybody as well. And in draws we trust. Come on, you Spurs. Let's get the 3 points. Top 4 is on. Let's go.